98.3 WISS. Real news and great conversation in Oshkosh. Here's your Daily News Roundup.
None of us are free when a staff member at your elementary school says that you belong in chains.
The second annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration by the Oshkosh Area School District at Val Phillips Middle School was more than a celebration of the civil rights activist and history maker. The event marked a torch being passed from one generation to the next. The event featured music, essays written by Oshkosh students, and a keynote speech from a high school freshman that pulled no punches on the current state of race relations in the community. Boka Sabulwa was the keynote speaker.
I was trying to create the tension to make space for the presence of justice. And the same way Dr. King created tension by speaking uncomfortable truths, I chose to speak things that might make people uncomfortable, but it's the truth. Like, they need to know so that the presence of justice can be there.
Minutes before he gave his speech, his father, Mushe Sabulwa, the executive director of SEPO and an advocate for inclusivity and immigrants in the community, was honored as one of the dozen torchbearers by the Oshkosh Civility Project. Mushe Sabulwa says he is proud of his son.
Seeing me public speak, criticize whatever I need to criticize, but trying to change the system. So he's been following the footsteps, but to actually see him leading now, I guess I should retire.
Anthony Miller is the Director of Community Engagement and Equity in Oshkosh Schools. He was the force behind starting the MLK Day celebration.
This is a great way to start the year off, bringing community members together, regardless of what parts of the city people are from, to get students together to honor Dr. King's legacy, I think is invaluable to our community.
On a day meant to celebrate the legacy of Dr. King, the event featured the next generation looking forward.
We owe it to everyone who will come after us.
For 98.3 and 96.5 WISS News, I'm Lisa Hale.
And with more news, I'm Shali Pittman, filling in for Lisa Hale. Fees for snowmobiles could go up under legislation at the state capitol. A bill would bump the cost of registering a snowmobile by $15 to $45. And for in-state riders, the trail use sticker would jump by $20 to nearly $50. Supporters say Wisconsin's snowmobile program is facing major funding shortfalls. The DNR says maintenance costs are climbing, especially for bridges. Winnebago County has roughly 186 miles of snowmobile trail. Wisconsin has nearly 25,000 miles of it, but the state snowmobiling club says they don't have the funds to approve new miles. According to the Association of Wisconsin Snowmobile Clubs, the last increase in snowmobile fees happened a dozen years ago. If approved by lawmakers, the fee increases would bring in about $3.8 million a year, and the bill is getting a committee vote in the Assembly today. It also needs full approval in the state Senate. Oshkosh Restaurant Week got underway yesterday. It's a 2-week celebration that runs until February 1st. Bar 430, Beckett's, and the Caramel Crisp are some of the 35 restaurants participating. Meals have a fixed price, $18 for lunch and $30 for dinner. Some also offer a $14 breakfast and a $42 dinner special. The Oshkosh Area School District says it's investigating a YouTube video filmed inside the cafeteria of Carl Traeger Middle School. The Oshkosh Northwestern reports that the video has more than 3 million views. Officials say it was a recreation of a scene from the movie Mean Girls. It's that time when tax statements arrive in the mailbox and paperwork starts to add up. And this year, there's a change for retirees. State Representative Tony Kurtz, a Republican from Waniwak.
Anybody over the age of 67, if they have retirement income, that could be from a 401k, that could be from an IRA, it could be if they retired from Schreiber or Rockwell Automation. For a single filer, it's up to $24,000, and for a dual couple, up to $48,000 of that retirement income now will be tax exempt.
There's another change that affects just about everyone. In the last state budget, lawmakers also lowered one of Wisconsin's income tax brackets. Senator Howard Markline, a Republican from Spring Green and a co-chair of the state's budget writing committee.
Also, the second tax bracket, we lowered that rate by almost 1%. So these are everybody that works basically is in that second tax bracket. Even if you make $200,000 a year, you go through that bracket anyways.
While income taxes are ticking down, property tax bills are growing. They're the highest they've been since 2018, according to an analysis from the Wisconsin Policy Forum. It's driven by an increase in student spending and voter referendums, while state spending on education has remained mostly flat. New estimates show Wisconsin could end the budget cycle with roughly $2.5 billion left over, driven by stronger than expected tax collections. Republicans on the Joint Finance Committee are warning against committing that savings to ongoing spending. The governor and Democratic lawmakers, though, say the surplus should be used to ease costs for Wisconsinites, including on property tax relief. I'm Shali Pittman for 98.3 and 96.5 WISS News. For news anytime, visit WISS.fm.
Jeff Hafley to Miami. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with Sports NFL. After 2 years in Green Bay, defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley is the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, Packers tight end Tucker Kraft, recovering from ACL surgery, talked about what he and Micah Parsons are going through.
Before the surgery and something Micah's going through right now, it is very painful. I don't wish it upon anyone that the first 3 weeks post-surgery, it's just... yeah, it's tough.
College football, Indiana celebrating their first national championship, beating Miami 27-21. NBA, the Bucks at home tomorrow night against the Thunder. They beat the Hawks in Atlanta 112-110. Marquette winning in overtime over Providence 105-104. Freshman Nigel James with a season-high 38 points.
Not everybody's made for, that role to be the floor leader, the guy that's attacking, the guy that's got the ball in his hands when it matters most. NJ is made for that.
That's Golden Eagles coach Shaka Smart. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Cold weather advisory continues this morning for bitter cold wind chills colder than 20 below. Increasing clouds today, a high in the low teens. Snow showers tonight and tomorrow. Low tonight in the low teens, high tomorrow in the low 20s.
That's your daily news roundup for 98.3 WISS in Oshkosh. Find more news anytime at WISS.fm. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.